My name's Emily Lewis, and this is my audience, Andrew, Debbie, Bella, and Josh. Today I will be talking about recreational versus medical cannabis. As of June 2014, 23 states have legalized medical marijuana. It is important to be aware of your surroundings and what it takes to make our society a better place. As a healthcare student, I think it is important for our patients to be able to choose what way that they would like to be treated. I think it is important that we understand the benefits of medical cannabis, the fact that it can bring in more patients, and more patients means more jobs, and more jobs means more money, which can economically boost our society. The stigma that is attached towards medical cannabis is a really poor stigma. People don't understand that just because you want to use it recreationally doesn't mean that you should be able to abuse it. According to the World Health Organization, marijuana is the most abused recreational drug that we have available, or not available legally. It's poor that we make these decisions against our own will, and that you're abusing it for people who are able to benefit from it. A lot of people use the stigma and the excuse that the only reason that they want to use it is to have fun and party, which couldn't be farther from the truth. In ancient Chinese and Indian texts, it says that marijuana was used as a plant for medical forms for what we use it as for today, such as Parkinson's disease, such as arthritis, anything form a way to get rid of pain. Contrary to popular belief, not all forms of marijuana are psychoactive. They have small amounts of THC, and they have a rich amount of cannabidiol, which won't get you high, no matter how much of it you ingest, and that form of it is seeking a lot of medical attention actually towards children and people with schizophrenia and different rare forms of epilepsy. With it not being able to access this, it's actually really hard for people to find a way for a cure. They're just sneaking behind their doctor's backs using it, or finding doctors that will make it available towards them. Marijuana is the only drug that is able to give them this sort of relief from all their pains without harmful side effects such as liver damage, kidney damage, heart failure. Personal story about my grandma, she died from cancer, and I think that if she was able to legally get a hold of marijuana, that she would still be here today due to the fact that she died from all of complications from liver failure and etc. In 1996, California was the first to regulate marijuana according to the state medical marijuana laws. Since, like I said previously, 22 states since then have legalized it. It's still currently pending in Ohio, so we haven't passed that legislation yet. There are different forms of marijuana. You are able to vaporize it, smoke it, pill form it, or you're able to put it in your foods, whichever you would prefer. However, marijuana is a Schedule I drug, so it makes it nearly impossible to be able to test it. So it's really hard for our researchers to be able to use it, and that's what makes it a little bit unstable for everyone else. Like, they don't feel at ease with it. The American Academy of Neuroscience said that pills and oral spray have reduced stiffness of muscle and muscle spasms of patients with MS. It also gives the munchies, so that helps HIV and AIDS patients and people that have induced nausea from chemotherapy, which is able to reduce their appetite, but it able to get their appetite up. It is used for glaucoma patients as well, and in all states you're able to require a doctor's approval, a application form, it applies a fee, and then you have to have proper identification. Not all states have the same restrictions. Some have it limited, some have it to access to all. With this, you have more of everything. Like I said earlier, you have more jobs, you have more patients, you have more money, and why wouldn't you want to do something that benefits our society, that benefits our economics, and benefits our healthcare? We're one step closer to being able to do this if we just pass this legislation. Imagine a world where we're one step closer to helping people fight, not like this disease, and helping people like cure cancer. I mean, I realize that it's only cannabis, but still it's one step closer to doing something so much positive. I understand the stigma that is attached to it, like, but with anything that we have in our world, whether it's alcohol, tobacco, psychoactive drugs that we already have, like, why would we just ban it instead when we can just regulate it? People are able to abuse everything, and it's not fair to sit here and say that you can't do this because you're going to abuse it. Well, then why do we have children driving cars at 16 when they're abusing that and texting and driving? I mean, it really can be just about anything. If we don't pass this law, more people are sneaking around, and I just don't think that that's fair. Next time that you say no, think about a relative. If you were able to help the pain that they are in, why wouldn't you? Educate yourselves and be able to help another person, and think twice next time before you say no. And vote yes for medical cannabis. Thank you.